Renanim, ¿cómo está? And hello. Welcome back to another episode of Grace Daily, hosted by Grace International Baptist Church here in Chuuk, Micronesia. As we finish up Philippians over the next couple days and then this Sunday, our final passage will be Philippians 4:21 through 23. Today, we will be looking at verse 22. All right, I didn't know if you thought we were going back to 21 again, but today we'll be in verse 22. And Paul writes this: "All the saints salute you, chiefly they that are of Caesar's household." Pretty much every Friday, Sarah makes pizza. And it is very good pizza. You should be jealous, and you should be jealous. It's good. But every Friday, Sarah makes pizza, and she does it with homemade pizza dough. And I'm easily amazed, right? And so Sarah starts off usually, and I look at the pizza dough that she creates, and it's usually just a fairly small ball of dough, and she works it and does her magic with it. And all of that, but obviously we know there's yeast in there. And so she makes it in the mid-morning or early afternoon, and then she'll put it in a bowl and cover it up. And usually I'm busy on Fridays working, doing yard work or something at the church or here. And so usually by the time I get back to look at it, this little bit of dough has expanded so much that it has filled the bowl, and it is pushing up on the cover. And it becomes massive. And from this one little thing, she ends up being able to make two pretty good sized pizzas. And it just amazes me at how much a little bit of yeast can expand. And then the great results of it. I get to eat pizza and enjoy that. I want to take a look at this passage today. And I know that we've been hitting a lot on the kingdom. Mainly because it's something that God's been working in my own heart about. But I want to just take a peek at this real fast and give you a thought. All the saints salute you, chiefly they that are of Caesar's household. Well, if you don't quite remember some of your Roman history, the Caesars were not often people that were friendly towards anything else other than them being worshipped and Rome being strictly followed. And so, to be part of Caesar's household, at least I would imagine, would not be a very easy task. Now, commentators are divided as to what the household means. Was it the part of the praetorium, which was the group of soldiers that guarded Rome and Caesar himself? Was it actually his household? Was it nephews and nieces or whatever, or was it servants and workers within Caesar's house? I'm not sure, and quite frankly, it doesn't really matter at the end of it, because whatever this household is, we know that some way it was fairly specifically directed or directly connected. That's what I'm looking for. Directly connected to Caesar, and yet the gospel had penetrated. The gospel had gone so far, and it had penetrated so deep, that people in Caesar's household were saved. They knew about the church in Philippi. They knew Paul, and they loved the church in Philippi enough to send their greetings specifically. And remember, this wasn't them going, "Hey, how are you guys?" This was a deep token of affection and of friendship. So these believers within Caesar's household, remember, persecution of the church is gearing up. We're getting ready for some intense persecution from Rome in the church pretty soon. And yet, they're in Caesar's household, loving on the other part of the church of God. So I want to give you a couple of thoughts today. In Daniel chapter 2, verse 44, I'm not turning there right now, but you can look at it if you want to. um, 44 and kind of the following verses. There's this vision of a statue. It's 4 kingdoms. Okay, the kingdom of Babylon, then there's the kingdom of the Medes and Persia, then there's the Grecian kingdom, and then comes the Roman kingdom, and that's the feet, the iron mixed with clay. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes this rock, right? And it smashes the feet of the giant statue, and it begins to grow into a mountain that covers the whole earth, and nothing can destroy it. And this is a very clear picture of the kingdom of God. And it starts off small, and it grows large. And this was even happening in Caesar's household. This, I don't think we can grasp the magnitude of how powerful Caesar was in his day. And yet, the kingdom of God is so much more powerful that it had penetrated into Caesar's household, as this rock came and crushed the feet of the statue, and as it began to grow and take over. This is the beginning of the growth. And so today I just want to leave you with the encouragement. Wherever you are at, wherever you are working, whatever you are doing, you are part of that rock that has crushed all earthly kingdoms. You are part of the kingdom that is come. You are part of the kingdom that is growing. And as Christ tells us about the church, the gates of hell cannot prevail against it. And so wherever you are at, whatever you are doing, remember that you are part of this growing kingdom. You are there to spread the light of Christ. There is no situation that is so impossible that people cannot know of Christ. Caesar's household knew of him and accepted him and loved him, and therefore loved the brothers. And so we too today, even in our culture here in Chuk, that is so apathetic towards the things of the Bible. Everybody knows about them, but very few care. We can make a light, and we can make a difference and be a light in spreading the gospel and advancing the kingdom of God right where we are at. And so, my friends, go out and win Caesar's household to Christ, because it is possible, it is commanded, and it will happen. Grace and peace, my friends.